Welcome to Sips and Streetlights, where we talk about everything that goes down after hours. I'm your host, Alice.
And I'm your host, Catherine, where we bring the beauty, the energy, and the traffic.
We talk about everything cute, cunt, and classy.
You know, the triple threat, triple C about what women experience in nightlife.
And how women who are bosses can use those experiences to navigate their way to success.
Period.
Clock it! Okay, Kat, how was your week? Something exciting that happened.
So, listen, everybody. Since we're going to be talking about nightlife and everything that happens here, I do have to tell you, this is my first summer being out every single day. Last week,
And we've been outside
I was out every single day.
single day. One club, another club, another
Bar,
club.
another shot, section, meet new people. I did not sleep. I was going to sleep 2, 3, 4 in the morning every day.
As you should.
And I woke up this morning, had a slow morning, and it felt great because I needed. Because I know that we're going to be outside this week too.
I met some crazy people this week, as you do in Houston. But I met some cool people. We went to Pink House. There's a strip club down here. We met the owner of Pink House. That was fun. That was cute. He gonna come on the show. He gonna come on the show for y'all.
We're going to be interviewing him as soon enough. That way y'all can get all the inside scoop of what really be going down in a strip club.
So, should we talk about our backgrounds? Do you guys want to get to know us? You know, this is your first time seeing us, so I'm sure there's some questions in the air.
What are these two girls doing?
What
are these two beautiful girls doing?
These beautiful,
here?
gorgeous, sexy women.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
hide your man.
Had your wife.
Hide your kids. But okay, so my name is Alice. I'm a local makeup artist here in Houston. I started my nightlife experience like fresh out of college. All my friends was bottle girls. I was doing their makeup. I was outside of the club in the sections having fun. Then I started working in music. I started working in music administration. That was fun.
Cute.
That was
Music queen.
a story for another day. We're gonna have some guys from the crew come on one of these days, and yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Kat,
Honestly, Alice does great makeup and also hair. She did my sister's maternity photo shoot, so she looked amazing. She looked so cute. But guys, I am a freelance marketing specialist here in Houston, so I work with a variety of things. So you know, marketing. The palette is big.
Yeah,
It's
I'm trying to get her to start working at the event space, one of the event spaces that I am.
That's one thing about nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
I have met so many different people have been putting me on like
Oh, she's modeling, and you didn't
Yes.
know she is a model, certified, classified, all of that.
Yes, I like to give a good 90s video vixen look. Honestly, that's just me. That's just how I operate. But being a nightlife, I just started this summer, and you know, I have a background in marketing, so anything that has to do with events, marketing, I love doing it. I have a passion for it. They used to call me the walking flyer in my college,
Girl,
because I was just the informational.
you now
person.
she the walking promo video.
I know. And I love that. You know, I love doing videos. So getting into nightlife this summer has completely changed my life. I've had people DM making fake accounts talking about like, wow, you got a whole degree to be a bottle girl and shake your ass in the air, you know, doing all these things.
Mm-hmm.
But
And you better hide your man too,
right.
because we outside in the crowd. I mean,
And they're buying us drinks, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, nightlife has been good. There has been crazy stuff, you know, as far as like everybody's flaunting their money. The clubs are great and all, but sometimes they don't be paying the bottle girls on time. And that is definitely a conversation to be had.
Yeah, so throughout our show here on Sips and Streetlight, we're going to cover a variety of different topics. We're going to get into the work culture in nightlife. We're going to get into how people rise their ranks, starting off as a promoter, working their way up to club owners. We're going to talk about the restaurant scene. We're going to be talking about local events. We're going to be talking about the strippers, the bartenders, everything. We're going to be talking about the celebrities that are popping out and the gossip and the tea going on with that. So just so you guys have a little bit of background of what to expect from us and what we're going to be doing, that's it.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to bring in curated looks. I mean, I am a fashion girly. I love talking about fashion, but also womanhood, femininity, sensuality. How can we navigate these areas where, you know, sometimes women are looked down upon because, like I said, they're over here calling me that I wasted my entire degree. But that doesn't really matter. It's just more to say, like, how do you navigate and keep the confidence to still walk these rooms like you're a boss, despite you, obviously having to be comfortable in your skin and your sensuality and knowing how to develop some good conversational skills because flirting is a skill.
Flirting is a skill, and it's crazy because we were talking earlier about how women are the main attraction at a lot of these places at the end of the day. And that's another really, really important thing and a core aspect of the show because these clubs, pub, women are the fuel inside of the engines that is nightlife and how we navigate flirting, being invited to new spots, getting different opportunities from meeting other women in the club as well. Is something that we really want to focus on and also teach young girls that are entering these environments how to do those things successfully because you can get sucked in to crazy traps. I'm talking about
Crazy.
There was this old man that we met last night, was it? We met this man last night. He first started talking to her in Spanish. That already pissed me off. Don't lie. That already pissed me off. Like, and I was like, I don't know what she's thinking, but I know this shit is lame as hell. Like, I know this is lame as hell. Started speaking to her in Spanish.
But
what did he say?
I will say, I'm not even gonna lie. Anybody that even attempts, I'm gonna give them their spotlight. I'm like, okay, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No hablamos. No, that was so corny to me. So he already did that. Then he gonna tell her, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the symphony.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take you to the symphony, but you gotta cover up. I was like, girl.
Yes, I had the cutest outfit, y'all. Like I was feeling really good. And he came up to me. Obviously, my friend, she was working there. So I'd be going to where my friend is at. So this man starts talking to me in Spanish, talking about like where I'm from, if his Spanish was good, I'm a bit like I said, I give credit to where credit is due. So I'm gonna give him
Credit was not due. So she gave him a little too much. Okay.
I probably did. But while we were talking, he's like, this is really not my scene. I don't really do the clubs. I'm in my 30s. I have 6 kids. And I was like, oh.
Oh, he had 6 of them?
Yeah.
Child, what the fuck was he doing?
And he said his nickname was Papa. And I was like, well, I would not be calling you.
Yo, thank you.
I was like, well, your kids can call you that, but I will not be calling you that,
Like, of course your nickname was Papa. You got 6 kids. What else was they gonna call you? But yeah, this man gonna ask for a throuple. He gonna ask to be a unicorn in a love story that was not even written. Talking about son. How well do you know your friend?
Oh my God.
I was so blown. Blown.
That was like right after the fact. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna sit
after
down.
He was talking about the symphony.
Yeah, the symphony saying that my outfit was too revealing.
But all of that to say, you can easily get sucked in by these men.
Yes.
So we'll be giving you guys segments weekly. We can call it like sips and I don't know. We'll come up.
We're gonna figure that out. We'll figure out all the kinks and everything that we will be working on. That way, you guys stay in tune, stay plugged in, and hopefully entertained as well. Because why don't you want to know about nightlife?
Yeah. I would also really appreciate it if you guys could email in any questions that you have about working in nightlife, working as a bottle girl, a bartender, how to get a job, how to rise the ranks in that environment, different things like that. So we can give you guys the information and the feedback that you're looking for. And also it can help us pick out which host would be best to come on the show. Because we do know a lot of people, we're meeting people all the time. Every day.
Like last week we were just roaming around, just meeting new people, having fun, and now we're here. Today we're here.
Let's
look at how
Pink House, Sugar Room.
Yes.
What other clubs?
Fashion show. Oh my gosh. Like guys, literally nightlife. That's one great thing about it. Your day can look completely different from one day to the next, from one night to the next, because of the people that you meet. You may have some skills,
and it also really helps if you're trying to work in adjacent industries like entertainment, whether it be music, film, TV, anything like that. Because I'm also going to be doing film makeup on production sets and things like that. And a lot of the times the people that you meet out there are also looking to enter that type of industry or already working in that type of industry. I got my first job in the club
Oof.
ordering tacos.
Mm.
Like, you know, so
It was just her banter, her witty cleverness.
sometimes you gotta lie too. You got that too.
You gotta fake it till you make it.
Make it till you make it. I ain't never heard no words better. But yeah, let's see. Um, what else do we have going on? Let's get into one of the games that we have prepared for today.
Okay.
We're going to do a Q&A.
Okay.
And it's going to be basically experiences about things that have happened in nightlife in the club. So I'm going to ask you the question,
Okay.
and you can either answer it
Mm-hmm.
or choose to flip it.
Okay.
But one of us has to answer the question.
Okay. I'm kind of scared, y'all. These questions.
Have you ever felt in love with somebody that you met in the club?
Never.
Why are you lying?
Never. Why do you want to like?
Some of us
No.
keep it P and others don't.
I keep it very P.
I keep it very P.
Talk
Period.
about my boys. That's right. Talk about my boys.
Shout out to my boys.
Y'all, she has like 4 different boyfriends.
Corey, this is for you, babe.
He's definitely not They call my friend delusional, but
I'm not
like,
delusional. I just have big dreams, and I always reach
and
them.
aspirations, you know. But I was like, the Lulu's are new to Lulu's. Is that what everybody's
Lulu.
It's manifestation.
Okay. Have you ever felt like you had to be on even when you were not feeling the club?
Oh man, that was last week. That was last week. I would say yes. Being in nightlife, I will say, because even before then, like when I've gone out with my friends, the club has always been like a good environment for me because I'm a workaholic. I'm a perfectionist. I'm always busy. I stay busy. I love working or doing something that, you know, has me feeling like I'm being productive. So I will say whenever I would go out to the clubs or to the parties, I'm gonna let loose. Obviously not loose where I'm gonna be crazy passed out drunk, but because there has been some nights that I have done that. But I really enjoy dancing. I come from a culture that dance is a great way of expression. So for me, whenever I said I want to go to the club, I'm not talking about I'm gonna go and talk to boys and flirt. No, I want to go to the club so I can dance. I can shake.
Me, I'm gonna turn up. I'm looking for the hoe. But okay.
But yeah, no, I love it. So now that I'm in nightlife and I actually have to work in nightlife, it's a completely different thing. Because you can still have fun, you can turn up, but now you're the one making the experience happen for other people. So it's a bit different, especially when you come from just like, I'm gonna go to the club with my friends just to turn up. Now I'm in a promo group. We have to turn up, we have to shake ass, we have to talk to people, we have to promote, we have to network, we have to do all of this. So it's fun, but then it feels kind of like work because you have to put yourself out there. That's one thing about nightlife. It forces you to really come out of your shell. If it helps, create an alter ego to be able to get out of your shell for sure.
Do you think that there's something that club owners or managers or partners miss the mark on when it comes to understanding the women that they staff?
Yes, definitely. Since it has been my first time, I come from a world of corporate program management, all of those things. So whenever you have to transition from that to nightlife, there's times where I'm looking at things from a business standpoint and from a culture standpoint when it comes to like environments. Because I worked in HR before, but like, look at me now.
11 seconds.
Okay. So yes, I feel like they just look at them as, I wouldn't even say just like, oh, they're there just to look pretty, like they don't make it fun for them either. They put too much pressure on them at times. And I feel like it's also, like I said, that's when it comes from being fun to actually being an obligation at work. A lot of the times, you know, girls go through a lot of different things. We have to go out of our ways to do our makeup, our hair, our nails, going to buy the outfits, and sometimes they don't provide that for us. So I think it just becomes a lot of misunderstandings or a lack of consideration for the girls that are having to work and put their ass on the fucking line to promote and talk about this fun.
Well, lady,
Nothing.
So we're gonna have a little commercial break. We'll be right back to you guys in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, stay tuned. We have
Stay tuned.
more questions to answer.
Sips and Streetlights on Afrovibes TV. Let's get it. Welcome back to Sips and Streetlights with Afrovibes TV. I'm your host, Alice.
And I'm your host, Catherine. And let's get started.
Girl, so let's jump right into it. Let's talk promo team. The age-old debate, do you need a promo team to be about a girl in nightlife? No. The
Not
answer, you don't. You really don't need one, but they are a core part of the experience. And they can make it easier to get into clubs if you don't know what you're doing.
That is how I became a bottle girl, actually. I'm an overthinking person at times. I overthink some things. That's where my profession comes in. Like, I have the confidence, I do. But there's times where I'm just like, do I even know how to do this? I think learning it as you go, you can catch on pretty quickly. So I seen an application for bottle girling, bartender. At first I wanted to do bartending more than bottle girling. Because again, I was like, dang, I really do have to be.
But I mean, in this industry, you really just got to get in where you fit in.
Exactly.
You really just got to get in where you fit in. From the same application, I became a manager at a promo team. And child, there is tea for me. I'm talking about these small little promo teams. Don't sleep on them because they be getting themselves in the club. That's number one. But number two, they are messy bulls. Especially the men. It's crazy how the nightlife feeds and runs itself off women. But these men come in here, they're over here making bets on girls.
Man.
I didn't even know, bro. There was probably like 3 people in that team that were making bets on where I was going and why I was showing up. If it was because of one person or another person.
Like, why are you so in our business? Like,
So
we're here to work. We gotta get money.
But it's actually scary because they be betting on getting into people's pants, girl. They be betting on these promoters will bet on how much they can fund their own personal lifestyles off of the women that they bring into the group. Yeah.
And then they talk about women don't bring anything to the table.
Women don't get me started on that.
Like, don't let me say, like, women, where women go, men are gonna follow. Like, I was talking to a few of my friends, and I was saying how every club, restaurant now has been curated, aesthetically modified for women. Why? Because we bring the outfits. We're gonna take our time to not only eat, drink, but we're gonna take our time to take pictures. So, if men want to be in these places, they're obviously gonna have to promote, make it in a way where women are gonna be more than happy to go to and take pictures and have a good time. But this is why I say, like, they don't necessarily treat women that do work in the industry good, although they want to bring the woman there.
Yeah. I will say that they see women more as a commodity or objects than they see them as actual valuable human beings that they are. And also, I would say that with promo teams as well, these promoters get so hung up on trying to run behind what the ladies are doing that they're not even selling sections. These promoters are not making no money.
They're putting it on
anybody's pocket either.
And I was like, dang, why? Look, I get it. If you have a great following and you're a bottle girl and you can book a section, props to you. Somebody that is in the making to be a bottle girl or just starting out to be a bottle girl, the pressure of having to post, promote, it's hard. I was like, why do they have promoters?
But with bigger groups, it makes sense. Like, if you're working with a selective group, if you're working with the Goodfellas, if you're working with the Party with the In-Crowd, something like that, okay, they're going to put you in a position where you can actually book these sections by yourself. But these smaller promoters are very delulu. Not delulu with delulu, just delulu. Just delulu.
The way they be talking to the girls, I was like, there's no way.
But you know, they talk to girls like that at any promo scene. The colorism. Have you heard about the colorism that goes on in these groups? The brown paper bag test is well in the
That's sad.
It's serious. That's a serious.
I met this one beautiful Colombian girl. She's more darker, on her dark side, and she's like, I said, gorgeous. She's a bartender, and she was like, "Girl, do you know how many casting calls I've gone to for me to actually get a call back?" I was like, "There's no way." She's currently at Boca. Boca is one of the newest clubs right now. It looks really good, very diversified, a good palette. So I love to see.
Onyx is pretty diverse too. I don't think Onyx has any issue with colorism over there. I mean, there can be favoritism with time. Don't get me wrong, but Onyx is pretty good with the diversity of their bartenders and all the girls.
And the girls are fine and beautiful. Yeah, no, these promo groups, they think that they're the last Coca-Cola bottle in the world. They think that they run things, although they do it, they got to run their own stuff. But at the same time, like the way you talk to people, you're not a celebrity.
I mean, some people, like A-List, A-List, they used to be a promo group. The two guys that started it, they went on to open restaurants like Seaside and
Okay.
so some of them do be have emotion, but I feel like the ones that do have emotion don't get caught up and I lied. They be colorist as shit, but you know what I'm saying? They be colorist with a reason. They be colorist with an excuse. Well,
I don't know. I just say that whenever you're entering these promo teams and promo groups, they are gonna depend on you to post and promote their group heavily, which is in a way you gotta market. So I'm personally not a big fan of the flyers. I honestly like videos and conversations.
I just feel like it would make more sense if they treated themselves more like a business
Yes.
than like a fucking sweatshop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they're bringing these girls in and pumping the girls in, trying to get women
money
that don't necessarily have the platform to create the result that they're looking for
Yes.
into these positions to try and force them to create the result that they're looking for, when they could just go to influencers to do these things like everybody else. They could budget their marketing materials adequately and put it across the board, place it where it needs to go instead of spending $1,000 on a flyer.
Yeah, they would hate to see me actually like be in these clubs and well, not hate to see me come in these promoters, but like for me to actually open my mouth and have a list of things that they need to work on. That's why I say like I have to pick my battles because I know the type of person I am. Once I start seeing things that are not right, disorganized, I'm already like making plans, processes, procedures. How can this be better in a business standpoint to help them elevate in a marketing standpoint as well? Right. So I would get into that mentally, but I'm like, is it really worth my time pushing for this? Am I really going to talk to a person that's really going to listen to me? Because that's business consulting. So,
but I think that one thing I will say, I don't know if we touched on it a little bit earlier, but as beautiful women, I do feel like in nightlife, people take you more seriously. I feel like that's one of the perks of pretty privilege, as they call it, is that when you open your mouth, they're going to pay attention because of your face. And then as you speak and they start to process it, they actually take it in and they're like, okay, I want to provide you with this opportunity to actually put into practice the things that you're telling me. So I feel like, I mean, you tell me, I've seen it happen for myself and for you. So I do think that like when it comes to having a skill set as a woman in nightlife, depending on how you navigate it, you can turn a lot of these crazy and stupid and delusional situations into something of value to you for the long term. You know?
No, you're definitely right about that. Right. All right. Do you have more questions to ask?
Let me see. Okay. So
I know we were just talking about nightlife, promoters, clubs. One of the things that I remember, well, from the last question that we were talking about what are things that club managers, promoters, and just anybody working in the clubs may not understand about girls that work in the clubs, like work at their bottle girls, bartenders. One thing that I have noticed heavily is payday.
I'm so glad you said that because I was just about to say that. I feel like one thing about it and two things for sure, these club owners, will have a lifestyle that they maintain for themselves.
For themselves.
Point blank, period.
Mhm.
So the audacity for you to have that lifestyle that you maintain for yourself and flaunt that lifestyle that you maintain for yourself, and then for you to disappear for days on end when it's time for payday, is beyond me. It's beyond me.
It's like, why are y'all fronting? Why are y'all flaunting yourselves like you guys are business oriented, that you guys got so much going on, but when it comes to providing or even giving back to people that are working for you, representing, you're some type of way. Doing the work, because working a nightlife, having to go to sleep at 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning,
Look at me, I'm yawning.
like already tired.
Oh,
But having to do that on a week to week basis, well, week to week basis, weekend basis, and even weekdays, that gets tiring, especially if you're doing other things outside of nightlife. So for them to not know,
and
there's no
another thing,
structure. I was like, how do you
and
not
another
have
thing
a structure
too,
for parents?
why does it always seem like let's get into Gabbana, right?
Ooh, 'cause that's one of the clubs that
Let's
that
get
is
into Gabbana.
currently not paying their people.
Why
Me
is it
included.
always when people don't get paid, somebody else you pulled out from the between the crack your ass was in charge? Like all of a sudden, it's not the manager that was in charge.
Yeah.
You got the janitor handing out paychecks, and he was in charge of payroll, and they don't got nothing to do with you. Why is it every time that it's time for somebody to receive their first of the month rent so they can pay their bills on time?
I don't get it, because they'd be so serious. They'd be so like, I'm about my money. No one can talk about like not giving me my money. Like, I'm gonna book sections. I don't play about my money. I'm like, okay, you don't play about your money, but why are you playing with our money? And that's one of the most annoying things. I'm like, man, be a person of integrity. Have something like that. You
And
know,
it's
people
crazy.
be working with you, have a good reputation.
It's crazy
Pay
because
people.
people really switch their whole lives around to come to Houston, to go to Atlanta, to go to New York, to go to LA, to go to Miami, to become bottle girls for them to get there, or to experience what they think is a $500, $1,000, $2,000 night, and for them to turn around and say, well, 800 of that was in credit card tips. You're gonna get it on Tuesday, and Tuesday comes and you're blocked. Oh my gosh, that would take me out. That would take me out. Luckily,
Like, some people be crashing over
luckily
this,
it
and it's
hasn't been.
valid. It's valid.
Girl, it's valid. I'm talking about, I know this one girl went into her car, got off of work, followed the manager to his job, missed him, followed his set down the street, almost caught him at the light, missed him there, went to his house, was locked out of the gate and still didn't get her check. But do you know she tried?
And it's crazy
You know she tried.
it's crazy that anyone has to go through those measures for the fucking check. Like, why? This is why everybody wants to go back to something that's more secure, more hourly, because at the end of the day they're gonna pay you. But
Okay, so we have one more question that we can take to wrap it up today.
okay,
What does it mean to be seen when you're in nightlife? What does that mean?
to be seen at nightlife.
Like, what's the difference between a girl that walks in the club and feels invisible and a girl that walks in the club and feels like she's gonna have a good night today? Do you know?
I do.
Do you know? I
One
feel like
thing
I
that
know.
I have been talking,
Huh.
seeing with people as far as like when they have to show up is attitude.
Yeah.
So when you are gonna be in nightlife, you have to mentally prepare yourself to, one, you're gonna be talking to people. Two, your outfit has to look at least decent, on point. And if it's something simple,
At least decent.
at least
Because I be skating by on at least decent. I don't be planning to go out some days. I be skating by on at least decent. But if you pair that with, like she said, the attitude, you need to walk up in there positive. Let me tell you something. When we went to Pink House the other day, there was like a big influencer section that like 2-3 sections actually. They brought like 3 sections worth of people that was supposed to pack out the house, make it like a vibe. I showed you the video. They were there, right?
yeah.
So we go in there and I was with one of the promoter sections and they had asked us to move at one point. And it was me and the 2 other girls that we were all out with that night.
Yeah.
I politely asked some other girls that were at the same spot that we were last time if we could join them in our section. And we ended up having bottles pop, free chase,
Exactly.
free everything. You gotta go in there positive, because you know, especially as women, it's always gonna be another woman to hold it down for you in the club. Like,
Yeah.
who gonna pass you the liquor?
The woman.
Who gonna pass you the pineapple juice?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna shake a little ass so you can have a good
Who's gonna
time?
hype you up and
Who
tell you
gonna
that you
hype
look
you up?
pretty and you feel good about it? You know, yeah, like the man can definitely hype you up, but it's something good.
And like,
Whenever another pretty girl calls herself pretty.
and I know that you know, as a woman, I hate when a man comes up to me and tells me to smile. Like, that is the
Oh
quickest
my
way
God.
to feel. But if you
The man really do be saying that. Like,
But if you
just-
walk in with like a cheery attitude and a cheery environment,
Yeah.
you have no idea how many people are in cheery. Like, you gotta walk in feeling good about yourself, even
Have
if you're
to.
not having a good day. Like,
You have to. It's all about mindset. So for me, and the things that I've noticed with people that do feel seen, that take up the room, that they can easily just talk to anybody, like Alice over here. She could just talk to anybody. But you gotta feel like the main character of the night. You gotta feel like, oh, I'm gonna have shots tonight. I'm gonna skip the entire line, because last week I went to Sugar Room with one of my friends, and when I say Thursday R&B night at Sugar Room, it is extremely packed. Like, I don't see how all the other clubs on Washington Avenue even have business whenever you have Sugar Room on a Thursday night.
Mm.
We were not even close to being in, and then we had one of the promoters I didn't even know was a promoter or partner, I mean, and he just looked at us. He was like, "Is this y'all too?" And he just let us get the entire line. Now, I did not look back to me because I know everybody was pissed. They were waiting to get in there, and when we got there, the vibes were really good. It's a speakeasy. It's really nice. That was my first night there. But I just knew when I walked in there, I was like, oh, there's a reason why nobody is able to get in, because it's extremely packed.
Mm.
So, one attitude, feel good, at least give it into the outfit that you have, and your main character energy. You have to be friendly. You have to know how to talk to people.
But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, we will be seeing you next week. Again, I'm Alice.
And I'm Catherine.
And this is Sips and Streetlights with Afrovibes TV.
Wow.
No bars.